No cap. Like this.
Hey, so let me tell you what happened. Yeah, speaking with a friend,
Yeah,
somebody, and they brung up something to me. Tell
yeah.
you this story. It's gonna lead into where we're gonna go for the day.
Mm-hmm.
A guy, a guy married a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this guy, he's been
This is a true story, or this some kind of bar joke?
nah. I told you it's gonna lead to the topic of the day. You see, I ain't even go down the list of topics.
Okay, good enough.
I'm finna give it to you.
It just sounded
But
like the start off of a joke, so I wanted to make
I
sure.
know.
All right, but
That's why
let's
I'm
get it.
telling you.
All
All
right.
right, so look, the guy, he's experienced. He's
Mm-hmm.
had plenty partners. The
Mm-hmm.
girl that he married is a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
As he wants the girl because he says the girl is pure. Nobody's touched her.
Mm-hmm.
This is who he's going to marry.
Yeah.
What happens is, along the way, he's becoming bored with her.
Mm.
So he goes out and cheats on her.
Mm.
He's cheating on her because his she's the only person that he's been with. Right? Well, I'm sorry, he's the only person that she's been with.
Yes.
So she's not as experienced as the women that he's used to. So he goes out and
Mm-hmm.
cheats because he says, hey, this is boring. I want somebody. I need to mess with these women who match my match 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 my
Yeah.
level.
Level. Yeah.
Right. And so the question is, here's the question. Um, well, here's the question. Well, his sister, I forgot the rest of it, but the question is this: should he just have, way his sister put it, in the way it was put it to me, should he have just married the slut because he has slutty behavior, right? And he likes pretty much the girls that's been experienced. That's gonna be the word I'm going to use for the girls with more experience. So should he have married to his level opposed to going for the girl who's not on his level that's going to leave him bored and unsatisfied?
No. Is he still married to the virgin?
Shit, I don't know. I don't know. I was
Let's
I was
assume
giving you that story for the question.
assuming
Should
that he is, assuming
right.
that he is, because more than likely he is. The answer is no, because you so eloquently have spoken many a times on our podcast here that sex is a small part.
Mm-hmm.
And after sex is gone, then what?
Mm-hmm.
So this man who is cheating because he's bored, he could be bored with a slut too, or an experienced woman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he could be bored with a freak. He could be bored with a person that's not a freak. So he married the virgin not for sex. That's not why he married her. He married her for the actual opposite reason. Because she wasn't sexually active, he was mostly attracted to that. So there are other attractions that he's attracted to. Now, because he decided to cheat and just because she a virgin, don't mean that he doesn't love her the same. He just is satisfying himself with women that he's attracted to. People don't want to hear that, but that's just the truth. It don't mean that he love her no less. And it definitely don't mean that he loved the women that he's sleeping with. That's not that's not even close to the same thing. He could love this woman and go over here and fuck that girl. I know people don't like how that sounds, and I know people don't want to hear that, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't love her just because he horny. And uh it also doesn't mean that he can't teach her. If he's the teacher in this situation as well. If he's her only partner and she's bored, well, maybe he boring and he not as experienced as he think he is, because at this point he has married someone and he's her teacher. So if he's saying that she's bored, people always like boring. People always like to point the finger at other people. It's super easy to do. But in every situation, if you are part of that situation, whether you're right or wrong, you still got to figure out how did you end up in that particular situation and what's your participation. So even if he's saying she's bored and he's wrong for cheating, well, bruh is her teacher. You the teacher. How
Right.
about you teach her? And if your sex game is so strong, you should be able to bring her along. And it should be an enjoyable process along the way. So he has to look at himself and say, maybe he is dropping the ball, and he probably just want to fuck other women anyway. It don't matter who was sitting right there.
Mm, mm, mm. Can always count on you to give me a good answer. Now, let me give my answer. Shit, Pete, you were kind of right, and you were kind of wrong, and you were kind of right.
You said it all the time. Do y'all notice? Y'all notice he say
right.
that about all
right.
my answers? Because
right. No. I'm
gonna let you go,
was right,
bro.
though.
Because
you was right, though.
He like what I be saying, but I like what you do. He has to give both sides. He got to give
every time
the other side. Yeah.
Every time. No, but listen, no. The reason I say no, because I'll be listening, man. I'll be listening, and then I'll be thinking, processing at the same time. So
that's what I'm saying.
I'm probably finna say the same thing that you said, in my way too, though. But damn, because I want to think from his side, right? And
go ahead. I mean, from both sides, from whatever side. This is what we're doing.
Right. Because listen, you always want the virgin, right? Because
exactly.
You always want the virgin because
dream.
Right. Because for one, I need to know that nobody touched you. You know what I'm saying? That men are possessive. I'm possessive. Yeah. So let me just like you said, let me teach you. Let me be the one to,
exactly.
but at the same time, you still do want that. You know what I'm saying? Let me go get somebody who know how to. You feel me? And so. I can understand why a woman would say, nigga, you might as well just mess with the woman who can do all the things you want, because that's what you go out here looking for anyway. But just like you said, nigga gonna do what nigga gonna do anyway. So it don't even matter if I go knock one down right now. Yeah, she was cool, but that was just for the moment. I'm finna go find another one who can do it a little bit better. And you feel me? So that's where you was right. I really said you was right and you wasn't, but you was right. But I can see where the woman would say, go get what you're looking for. I always teach my kids. One thing that I always teach my kids, this is the lesson this is the life lesson, and you can ask them. I don't even have to tell them what I'm going to say because they would already know. Get what you want, not what you don't. I normally say buy what you want, not what you don't. But it goes into all facets, right? Get what you want, not what you don't. Because if you get something that you don't want just to get it, you're going to be stuck with something and wasted time, and you can't get time back. So here's the thing, though. We want our women to be untouched. We don't want nobody. If I've been messing with this person for so long and I found out this person or that person and this person and that person and this person, I don't want this person anymore because you've been polluted. So so now but everybody has a past. So so if you find one that hasn't been touched, you have to realize that A1, you have to teach her. B2, it's going to take some time. You know what I'm saying? Because the way you wanted to do things, the legs back, the spit, the no teeth, like all that takes time. What Bernie Mac say, man, she using teeth. I'm gonna let her use the teeth because
You
she
gotta
gotta
learn.
learn not to. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So go ahead, but quit biting so hard. You know, shit like that. But hey, Pete, Bernie Mac was a fool. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac.
R.P.
But I understand where it'd be get what you want. But women can say the same thing too. Because what? Let's ask that. What if a woman found a dude that was a virgin, and she been around the arena a few
Okay
times,
now.
and now
Okay.
she want to come sit, you know, and nigga don't know what to do, and now she going crazy, but she going out and finding, you know, she going around and sleeping with every dude that knows how to break her back. But now, if it was me, and I feel like I was a good dude, and I'm doing everything possible, and I ain't as experienced as you would like me to be, then yeah, I would say the same thing, man. Go get the person you want. Don't sit over here and be messing with me because here's the thing: two virgins can do a whole lot better together. If y'all don't know, if y'all on the same level, if y'all on the same level with each other, it's not boring. You know what I'm saying? Because it's new to you. Y'all learning at the same pace. Y'all learning together, and if you're learning together, that can make the experience a lot more better. Which, damn, here we go. So when you learn on the same level, if you're on the same level, so this is where to work at. Because if you're on the same level with the person, not only does it make the experience that much better, because that's what it's going to do, is because you're learning what you like. You're learning your body. She's learning her body. Y'all learning each other bodies together, which is going to make the experience a lot better. And in doing so, and then learning that person's body, and then learning what that person like, you start learning what this person likes in general, because the communication becomes more open. And now you have a better open dialogue into what this person that you're dealing with likes mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, because this is what happens when you date somebody on your level. You gradually grow at the same pace, opposed to you get a racehorse, you come out the gate with a racehorse, and you ain't never rode a horse before. You know, I mean, you know, don't put somebody on a horse that ain't never rode no horse, because you can get hurt. And I think ultimately, I think shit really pay. Yeah, I think nigga should have married the slut. Shit, I know it's not the popular opinion, but yeah, marry somebody on your level, because going under your level or above your level is going to put you at a disadvantage, and it's going to not only make you bored, it's going to cause for infidelity, where somebody's going to end up getting hurt. And normally and usually the person who's going to end up hurt is the person who's not on your level, because you're going to keep on chasing something that is not being obtained at home. And so yeah, I think you should marry at your own level, or not marry, or whatever the case. Marry the slut, date the slut. I don't want to use the word slut, because all women ain't sluts. I'm gonna use the word experience. Date at your level, date at your experience, because not all men and not all women are sluts. And if you're sexually active, or you have a high sex drive, that's your prerogative. Do what you want to do. Just be safe about it. Nobody can judge you for doing you. But yeah, do it with somebody on your level, so the people under you and who's not on your level, they can gain that experience and enjoy something, opposed to doing it to satisfy or please somebody else and ending up hurt in the long run. What you
Yeah.
think?
A couple things. Well, what the experienced or sexually active
Right.
individual, male or woman, why are they unmarried? So you were assuming that this person is unmarried, and if so,
Right.
why are they unmarried? Maybe they are not a person that wants to be married. So you don't know that you could marry that person just because you wanted to. Maybe they don't want to be married. Or maybe you, or more importantly, the individual, in this case, speaking specifically about the young man and the virgin,
Mm-hmm.
again, I'm going to say this very vulgarly. He could just want to fuck her. Like we're overlooking that he could just want to fuck her.
Right.
I gotta say it vulgarly so that it don't go over nobody's head. He could love her, live with her, want to
Right.
grow old with her, and at
Right.
some point not even ever want to cheat on her again. But
Right.
he want today to fuck her.
Right.
And he might say he fucking her. They're not gonna like this. He fucking her. So he stay in this relationship. That's a cold game, and I know it ain't no what.
Say that
He
again,
fucking her.
Pooh.
So I'm gonna say it again. He fucking her so he can stay in this relationship.
Because he ain't getting something here, something missing right here that he needs to get that you ain't
And
providing. Hello.
and it's so instead of leaving her altogether and leaving her heartbroken, because she probably you don't know if this woman want her man to leave her. First of all, she a virgin, so you don't know what them feelings is like. This is the first person she been with. She don't want this. Who says she want her man to leave her for this bitch? Excuse my French. We're assuming that she is so hurt by this action that she like, well, go be. No, she probably ain't. You crazy as hell. Who are we to tell her that she needs to tell her dude to leave because she probably want him? What? That's insane to try to tell somebody how they supposed to feel about what somebody did. Oh, well, you should just tell her. You should just tell him to go over there so she can commit suicide. She probably would be distraught if that meant what we're saying then is that he should choose her over her. Now, how did that make her feel? If he said, man, I fucked her, I ain't gotta fuck her no more, but I would never I wouldn't leave. What?
So in that sense, the way you putting it is, in that sense, here we go with the devil's advocate, right? So in that sense, you're saying it's okay to cheat for the purpose of saving your relationship or preserving the relationship here. It's okay to cheat as long as my intentions is to stay here, but I need to fulfill this need. It's okay to scratch this itch, but you still my chick.
No, what I'm saying is it's okay for a person to do whatever they want to do with their body.
Right.
And if that male decides that he wants to do that and go scratch that itch or do whatever with that female, that does not mean that he wants to leave or he's even okay with leaving this woman. And that does not mean that she would be okay with him leaving just because he chose to do that with his body. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's that people should be okay with it. But what I am saying is that it does not mean that he wants to leave her. And it does not mean that if she found out, would want him to leave.
Right. Because a lot of times
that doesn't mean that.
A lot of times men cheat, women cheat, and they still stay together because they don't want the other person to go nowhere.